Namaskar. This is part 2 of our coverage on what happened in temples across Canada. What we had shown you about a few hours ago was mostly located to Brampton, one particular temple. Here we are also going to share with you what happened in the town of Surrey in British Columbia. Not only that, we are going to give you some exclusive video footage not captured yet by any social media. We're going to be showing that. So please, as a request to all of you to please like this video and also share this thing widely once we complete this monologue. What is happening? 3 days ago, Pannun had made a statement saying that go and attack Hindus at their temple, something to that effect. Not only that, there has been also a problem in one Gurudwara in British Columbia. The consulate office had gone there to help many people who were seeking help in filling out visa forms and other services typically that the consulate does. Now that you know that the consulate has been reduced in its functionality, the Indian government was trying to do them a favor by giving them services right at the Gurudwara. Guess what? That got disrupted. Now what has happened is that the Indian government has said unless there is complete tight bulletproof security, we will no longer be able to help you with our visa consular services. So everything everywhere being done to cause disruption, to cause harm to the common man. By the way, when you see that slide deck, you will see that the ones who are getting affected most are the Sikhs themselves. I told you, remember, 6% of the population in British Columbia is Sikh. So this is the majority people. They are the ones who need the help, and they are being denied by some lumpen, motley terrorists that are being imported, and probably some of them are also homegrown. Who knows who the heck these people are? What is really sad, and you'll see that by way of our videos, what is really sad is in couple of cases, the police themselves have manhandled the peaceful Hindu protesters. Yeah, people are going to call you names. So what? Police is supposed to exercise restraint, especially when the other side has come and attacked you. I showed you one video where 2 or 3 Hindu devotees were attacked by using clubs and sticks, and some fell down, some had a fair amount of injuries. All that stuff has already been captured in the first edition of this series, so you can go back and look at that. It's on our PGurus channel. Now what I'm going to show you are a bunch of videos where you can see more of this stuff, but it is much more widespread. Let's take a look at first the there's one slide here I want to show, just a single one. Sree Iyer has said that look, all the people like Patrick Brown, this guy is the mayor of Brampton, and 𝗣𝗚𝗄𝘁, conservative, all these people are all of them condemn the incident, but none of them have the testicular gravitas. Hey, listen, 𝗣𝗚𝗄𝘁, you understand what testicular gravitas is, right? You are hoping to become the next premier, next prime minister. You understand what testicular gravitas means? If not, ask me. I'll tell you what it is. That's what is needed to call out people who are committing the crime. So you can see here how many of them have disappointed to hear about the bullshit. Call it the way it is. It's the Hindus that got attacked in the Hindu Sabha Mandir. Why do you all these lumpens have to go and gather in front of a temple? What business is it of yours? People come there, pray and go. Why are you wasting your time there? And why isn't the police asking them these questions? They should have dispersed them as soon as the first report of trouble came. They shouldn't have allowed them to congregate there at all. I have seen this happen, guys. I have seen this happen right here in Bay Area. There'll be the same 120 motley elements consisting of all kinds of colors and hues and shades. They'll all be protesting across the street, but once they are given like 10-20 minutes, after that, they are dispersed. That's what the police does. Anyway, so this is the first one. Let's take a quick look at what happened at the consulate. Can we take a look at this next slide deck that has the consular services? So what happened here is there was a camp that was conducted in Ontario, in Brampton, Ontario, that is Toronto area, Brampton, Ontario, where the next slide, please. Consular officers had come there to help out with people since the consulate itself was closed, so that they could help out with basic services, visa renewals, or sometimes you need real estate endorsements, things of that nature. This thing went crazy. I'm just going to read what the High Commission of India has said. As in previous years, the High Commission of India in Ottawa and Consulate General of India in Vancouver and Toronto have organized planned consular camps during this period for the benefit and ease of local life certificate beneficiaries in Canada and India. On account of the prevailing security situation in Canada, the Canadian authorities have been requested well in advance to provide strong security measures. It is deeply disappointing to see such disruptions being allowed. So today what happened is we have seen violent disruptions today, November 3rd, orchestrated by anti-India elements outside the consular camp or co-organized with the Hindu Sabha Mandir, Brampton near Toronto. So this Hindu Sabha Mandir is the one that has drawn the maximum amount of flack. So there, if you see, look at this. Who are there? Many of them are Sikhs. Poor guys want help. Everybody needs help. If somebody close dies and then you need to take care of some paperwork, the consulate is the only place. And when they try and help them, what happens? These guys come and start disrupting. This is the full house crowd. And look at how many people are there. These are all the people who are long sufferers. They don't know what to do. And they just now are getting beaten up. What is their fault? See, this is my problem. Innocent Hindus praying in their temples, why do you want to disturb them? Why do you want to attack them? Why do you want to assault them? What did they do? So this is the slide deck that I want to share with you. This was one consular camp that got disrupted, and you can see the disruptions from the first edition. And now I'm going to show you some more things that happened. Can we have the first video, please? Brampton 2.
Go away. In future, we don't let Sree police enter the temple. Talk to the head guy. Mr. 𝗒𝘃𝗍𝗏 to head guy name. We're going to talk to him. Yeah, we're going to talk to him.
Shame on you.
Even they don't have power yet. God damn, what the hell is doing right now? They just started last week.
Because Khalistani
I'm going to pause here to set the context. Okay, what happened was the Hindu people who were running the consular camp, as well as the people who are managing this committee, this temple, they went and talked to these protesters and said, please don't stop people from coming in. They need help. Excuse me. They need help. And these guys refused. That's what he's explaining to the police officers.
Khalistan, right? And why don't you tell Hindus are bad, go back or whatever? Why do you put Sree police?
We are not doing anything wrong. Look at them, they're just yelling in front of the room.
Call him. Talk to these people. Tell them to
They are standing. Nobody's saying anything to them. They are biased. They're yelling. We are just trying to be very nice and nobody is sharing.
Of course. We don't hijack people. We don't kill people, right? They want to hijack people. You don't kill the Prime Minister of a country. You don't kill the Prime Minister of this country. That's why the problem.
Okay, some of the people here that you are seeing could be intelligence from Canada. It doesn't matter, guys. They may be listening, but we know that they hardly even raise their little finger to help the Hindu community. Let's take a look at the next Brampton video. Okay, just pause for a second. I need to tell you what happened. So this was after, just 1 second. Yeah, thank you. Go back to the reset to the beginning. This was after all the riots were contained and they finally did disperse them. Then what happened was a large crowd collected outside the mandir, and you will see the mandir backdrop as he goes through. But watch what he's saying. Batenge to katenge. This is now caught on, and this is not going to be easy for the police to walk back on what they did. I'm going to show you a video where they jumped in and start beating up. So there are Khalistani supporters who are beating up the Hindu devotees that you saw in the previous episode. Here you are going to see police themselves manhandling the Hindus. Okay, that is going to come afterward. Just listen to this talk now.
आज समय वो आ गया है जब आज हम लोगों को अपने बारे में नहीं, अपने आने वाली संतति के बारे में सोचना पड़ेगा। सबको एक होना पड़ेगा। हम किसी का विरोध नहीं करते हैं, लेकिन कोई हमारा विरोध करेगा तो मंदिर के प्रधान जी दो शब्द कहेंगे और आप लोग
There is a temple in the backdrop.
भाई वो स्पीकर के ऊपर ही खड़ा है उतर गया वो इसकी कैसे रहेगी पुलिस वाला सबकी रहेगी आपकी रहेगी
Okay, now I'm going to show you an attempt by the police that set up on the Hindus, a couple of them. Can we just have police attack, please? Watch.
He is the one. 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 Sir, take him out. Take him out. He is the one. He is the one. He is the one. Man, what happened? Why are you Please ask them to go, please. And he's hitting with the stick. He's hitting with the stick. He's hitting with the stick. Us. They are here. In us. They are hitting with the stick. Leave it, sir. This is our protest. Leave it. Leave it. Hey. He's hitting with the stick. This guy hitting with the sticker. He's hitting us with the stick. This guy hitting with the stick. All the police officers hitting us. All the police officers hitting us. Look, all the police officers hitting us. Everybody hitting us. Everybody. And they didn't say nothing to them. Damn, look at everybody hitting us. Everybody. He's a bastard. He's the Khalistani police. Khalistani police hitting us. Let him back.
Okay, so you get the idea here. The treatment towards one community is much more harsher than the other one, because we saw instances where they enacted things like, shooting down Indira Gandhi, all that stuff, burning the flag, several places, taking down flags, all that stuff happened. Did the police do anything? Nothing. Just take a look at this next video. Can we have Brampton 4, please? One guy found a Khalistani flag on the ground. They tore it.
You're gonna get arrested. Drop the flag. Drop it. Drop the flag. You're just gonna cause problems. You're gonna get arrested. Drop the flag.
They are the ones causing
creating
problems.
Stop it.
Why? You can stop them too. You can stop them
They
too.
are supporting them.
Yes.
I have a question for the police there. This is Brampton, I think. I have a question for them. Much worse was done by the other side, the Khalistanis. They routinely burn Indian flag. They tear it apart. I've seen so many videos. I can't even keep count of that. What did you do then? Why was that okay and this not okay? I want your answer. And by the way, the person who is the chief policeman of this town is a guy whose name appears to be a Sri Lankan Tamil. I'm very curious. This person knows the culture. He's also South Asian, right? Let's see what he does. He also has this generic statement that, violence of any kind. Bullshit. We all know what violence is happening and against whom. because I'm going to show you 2 more videos, and this is exclusive. You probably will not get this thing in the social media. Today in India, you're going to see nothing but around this, and we are going to have strong statements from the Indian government, and people in Canada are already expressing that, oh my God, what has happened today is going to make India go to town with this. So Canada is plumbing new depths, and unfortunately for Hindus, for no fault of theirs, they are at the receiving end. Hindus contribute some of the highest tax pool in the countries that they emigrate to, whether it is United States or United Kingdom or Canada. They are the most law abiding. They don't get into dirty politics. There are a few politicians, but these are, in my opinion, too few. So this is the reward you get. Viewers, you need to decide, especially since there are a couple of days to election. Maybe you've already voted, but if you have not already voted, think carefully. Which party is good for the future of you, your children, and your grandchildren? We have all put down roots in United States, Canada, United Kingdom, wherever. Your vote may not make the difference, but at least in your mind, you have clarity that this is the party that I want to support. Now I'm going to show you an exclusive footage of a cinema hall being set on fire. First, you will see the 2 miscreants who are setting the cinema hall on fire, and then afterwards you will see when people start coming out how much smoke there is there. Let's show the cinema 1, please. The arsonist is trying very hard to try and have a face mask so it won't show on the camera, but you can see the guy has set it on fire. You can see the cars outside, and with some good software they'll be able to find out what's going on. So there's somebody who's working in the, wow, look at that, look at that. This is a cinema house that shows Indian movies. We don't know who the owner is, but nobody should be setting fire to somebody else's property. This is a crime in itself. It's called arson. This is a crime in itself. Now let's take a look at the second one. Yeah, this is the theater outside when smoke starts billowing in from inside. These are fire.
Oh, it's not a big. You can see the fire. You can see the fire now.
All this from a call by a loony, and this loony still is under the protection of 2 countries. I don't know what United States stands to gain from this. I'm not even going to blame Canada anymore. Why is United States taking so much interest in trying to peg India down by a notch? And you are failing miserably at that. I mean, this is taxpayer money. This is my tax money. This is the taxpayer money of many of the viewers who are watching this video. Why are you doing this? And why is everybody silent? What happened? Cat got your tongue collectively? Viewers, this is getting to a point where we have to get onto the streets and start protesting wherever we are, because I'm afraid this is not going to stop, because they are doing nothing to curb them. Nobody is being jailed. I have not seen a press conference from the police from Brampton town on what action they have taken. I mean, we live in a world that is supposed to be civilized, that respects each other's rights, religion, culture. What have we descended to? And all because of some loonies. Most of them probably are on drugs too. Anyway, so there is going to be another video that I'm going to show you about the effect of the big, massive drug bust that happened in Canada, in the state of British Columbia. That will air a little bit later. Right now, I'm sending you all the latest happenings in and around Canada. And I can say that Justin Trudeau's time has come, but I'm not so sure about the Conservatives either. It's high time. The Hindus of Canada, you are a big number. You need to group yourself as a political lobby and start fighting for your rights. Unless you do that, you are going to be swept aside. Thanks for watching. Please like. Are there any questions? Let me see if there are any questions. What is really galling is one side can exercise freedom of expression, but the other side, when they try to do it, it's not on. What kind of a game are you playing? See, the biggest kicker here is the freaking police chief of Brampton. He should know the rules. What kind of a Hindu are you, dude? Anyway, this is just the beginning. There are going to be more things that are going to happen. And as and when things break, I will give you most exclusive coverage. I don't have to be in Canada. There are lots of friends who are, keeping their eyes peeled. In this day and age, you can't hide the truth. You cannot hide the truth. You can be incompetent, not act on something, but then that is for the people to decide whether you deserve to be in your job or not. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar. And vote carefully. Think before you cast your vote. This is the last chance.